It is Indiana in the Morning, presented by First Commonwealth Bank on the Voice of Indiana County, WCCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160. Josh Whittison in for Todd Marino this morning. And it is time now for another interview segment presented by Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people. Well, we're trying to find wellness and a balance in life, but of course there is a lot of stress out there, especially now with the coronavirus crisis going on full tilt. Joining us right now on the phone here on Indiana in the Morning is a healthy living expert, Dr. Fab Mancini, the best-selling author of The Power of Self-Healing. And, of course, he has his own website about healthy lifestyle routines and other wellness resources. And we'll talk about that in just a little bit. But, Dr. Mancini, thank you very much for joining us this morning on Indiana in the Morning.
Thank you so much. Excited to be with you.
We're excited to have you here. So we're thinking about wellness a bit more, I would imagine, these days because of the fact that everybody is so stressed out. But what does wellness truly mean when it comes to this? Are we thinking of something kind of over the top and something that could be unattainable, or is it really within our reach?
Well, I look at wellness as a lifestyle. So it's pretty much your behaviors that you have on a daily basis that allow you to maintain a physical and a mental balance in your life. So right now, of course, we have a big disruptor that has completely changed the way we manage our lives. And some people are taking advantage of that and maybe creating new habits that are healthier, and now they can manage their lives a little bit better. But others, unfortunately, the stress is taking a hold of them, and they're becoming more stressed and more depressed and more anxious and even burnout.
So what are some of the things that people can do to avoid burnout? I mean, we've got people who are at home probably still self-quarantining or not going out as much as they used to. What can they do within their own homes to kind of get themselves back to a good, I guess, headspace?
Well, one of the things that I realized is that there's a 3-step process that I've been working with many of my patients that have really helped them. The first one is to take an inventory, take an assessment as to where you are. What is it that you like about your life? What is it that you like about your body? What is it that you like about your emotional state? And then those things that you want to change and those things that you want to improve upon, then work on those things. The other one is that you need to be a very good listener and observant right now, because the people around you are stressful, especially children. So you need to be aware of your environment. And then the rest is just take massive action. You have to take the action steps that would allow you to create this new normal lifestyle that you want to have instead of feeling like a victim to the pandemic.
What are some of the studies showing? Are we seeing an increase, I guess, in depression-type behaviors or symptoms because of the fact that we are in this situation now?
Yeah, I mean, one of the things that in mental health that we're very concerned about is that, as you know, addictions are on the way up, suicides are up, depression, anxiety are up. Some of the things that we have shown already through studies is the fact that, still exercise is a good thing. Maybe the gyms are closed, so they're limited, but you can do maybe a YouTube video for 10 minutes and get a great workout from home, or even 20 minutes. Also meditation. Studies have shown right now, in order to balance your stress levels, meditation, at least 20 minutes a day, has been shown to lower your cortisol levels, which is your stress hormone levels. Mm-hmm. Other things that I find is surround yourself with people, your family and friends, but the ones that uplift you, not the ones that depress you. And that's very important, because right now we have those people around us that are really creating more stress in our lives, rather than selecting the people that actually make your life a little bit easier that day.
So it does sound pretty easy, but I think because of the fact that human beings are kind of people of habit, creatures of habit, sometimes getting out of those negative habits can be tough.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that we recognize in human behavior. Now, most studies have shown that you can change a habit if you do something consistently within 21 days. So we've known that over the years, but I think what's important to do is to write down in your agenda, make a commitment to yourself, tell other people, maybe get an accountable partner, somebody that will hold you accountable to say, you know what, I am going to eat less carbs. Mm-hmm. I am going to work out a little bit more today. You know what, I am going to do a meditation every day, or I'm going to be a little bit better and be more attentive with my relationships instead of, not really be present with them. So I know human behavior is one that if you just make that decision that you're going to do something new, it starts there. Write it down, because we have studies that show when you write it down, more chances that you're going to do it, and then make and tell somebody else about it, so that way they will hold you accountable that you are doing it, and I think you'll find yourself in a much better place.
I do like that idea of having someone else hold you accountable. I've had a couple of friends who have done weight loss programs, and they post their results every week or so to Facebook to have their friends say, hey, here's my Facebook accountability for you. Is that a good habit to get into with the social media, or would you say that that's more of a dangerous one because of people might be out there shaming others?
It's a very good question, and I think you have to be selective of who you want to share a lot of the personal information with. There's a lot of people out there that are going through very difficult times, and they're looking out to just lash out on anybody that they feel maybe has it better than them. So my suggestion is, why don't you create a private Facebook group with your closest friends, or the accountable people you want, and then share it there, but maybe not in a public setting where other people may be saying, who do you think you are? You lost 10 pounds. I've gained 25 pounds during this pandemic. And then that's where we're noticing that can be very disappointing and maybe even disheartening, because it may be coming from somebody you love.
All right, before we say goodbye today, we do want to let you have a chance to talk about your website. I think it is the Fab Academy. Is that right? The Fab Life Academy.
It's called Fab Life Academy. FABLIFE Academy.com. And what I did there is that I put together an assessment that people can do. It's all free. It's all free resources. Mm-hmm. But you can do an assessment where you can actually see where you are and what you want to change in your life. And then also it has a tremendous amount of videos, audios, books that you can actually benefit from in order to keep you motivated, to keep you positive during this difficult time.
Dr. Fab Mancini, thank you very much for joining us on Indiana in the Morning to talk about finding balance in our mind and getting some wellness going in the midst of this coronavirus chaos that we see in our world every day. Thanks again for joining us, and we hope to hear from you again soon.
Thank you so much.
Dr. Fab Mancini joining us on Indiana in the Morning, presented by First Commonwealth Bank. Our interview is brought to you by Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people.